Hey everyone, welcome back to more Tsukihime. Let's do this. Alien sounds of destruction ring through the building. A burning smell lingers in the air. My fingernails dig deep into my palm, pulling back my consciousness, which slips further away with every step. The painful sting keeps me grounded enough to press forward. It doesn't matter if my nails flay my left hand. As long as my right hand can still wield a knife, I'll be okay. I pass through the hallway and run up the stairs. The sound is close now. I'm all but certain it's coming from the third floor. Just a little further. If I can catch up with her, we'll stand a chance. She knows what my eyes can do. She's the type to stay calm and rational during a fight. Once she knows I'm here, she'll know how to put me to good use. She can handle the defense while I go on the attack. Just like when we fought Vlog. She just needs to hold off Roa, and I'll do the rest. No matter what happens or how reckless the plan is, I'll cut her way through. She just needs to hold on. I arrive on the third floor. Deep gashes in the wall stretch down the hallway, all the way to the passage that connects the school and buildings. Forcing my stumbling feet to pick up the pace, I make a dash for the corridor. I reach the part where the hallway turns into a connecting passage. Finally, I made it to the final battleground. There they are, in the corridor center. Two figures, keeping a careful distance. At the far end, I spy Roa, smug and in his element. Closer to me, in the corridor center, I see Arcwade kneeling on the floor, her breath in disarray. What is this? That's not the Arcwade I know. Her body appears woven with dark threads. She's weak, on the verge of falling apart. Not a shadow remains of the beautiful moonlit flower I saw in the hotel. I run for her, not even taking a second to concern myself with Roa. This hallway might be laced with traps, but all that matters is that I get to her as fast as possible. However, before I can reach her, a spark cracks through the air. Still kneeling, Arcade assaults me with a terrible glare. I can't move. It's like my entire body turned to stone the instant I met her gaze.
冷たい女だ。死ぬ思いで駆けつけた仲間を魔眼で束縛するとは。共に死にたいという彼の忠義ぐらい受けてやってもいいだろう。
Roa sounds delighted by the circumstances. His mockery isn't intended for me, but for Arcwade, who's still on the ground.
魔眼ってなんで
Why would Arcwade use those eyes against me? Why, damn it? Why now after I finally caught up to her?
どけどいてくれアルクエイド
Arcwade refuses to meet my eyes, instead turning back to Roa. She doesn't speak. She has nothing to say to me. Her pained gaze is reserved only for her greatest enemy.
なんで
She's trying to protect you, dude. I can't even raise my voice. Her mystic eyes aren't to blame for that part. Despite coming so far, this frustration at my own helplessness is extinguishing the fire that somehow kept my body moving.
いいぞ、ようやく覚悟を決めたな、姫君。まったくもって静着だ。何しろもう後がない。ここで私を仕留めなければ。無残な死体は2つになるからな。それが嫌な最後の誇りを見せるがい。
Roa approaches Arkwade slowly, one unbothered a step at a time. His shoulders, his abdomen, and his limbs are warped and torn with every step he takes. But never for more than a moment. His body recovers almost instantly, and not once does the damage break his stride.
しかし大したものだ少年。姫君はお前を逃がすために私と差し違えることにしたらしい。だがかつての姫君なら恐ろしくもあったが、今の君はただの吸血鬼だ。神祖としての力も従前に発揮できない。悲しいな。胸を裂くように悲しい。そして醜い。そこまでの無様を晒すのなら、いっそ欲望のままに落ちていればよかったもの。
黙れ。
Arquade's voice rings through the corridor.
一時的な物理現象の書き換え、自然現象、空間にある熱量の自由操作、神祖が持つ星の触覚としての当然の権利。まさに創造の権能だ。いかな魔術を極めようと、人間ではお前たちには遠く及ばない。しかし同時にお前たちも人間には直接干渉することはできない。繁栄し、学習し、独立し、知恵ある猿として進化した人間はもうこの星とは違う分類だから。できることといえば、こうして真空を作り上げ、私にあてがうことぐらい。だがこれでは足りない。加えて今の私はお前より優れている。私にあってお前にはないものがあるか。
Arquade has stopped breathing. Peril cloaks her very being, like she's abandoning all herself in a bid to gather strength.
わかるだろう。そう、死の実体験だ。私はそれを知っているが、お前は知らない。それが私たちの決定的な差だ。生きている限り生物は死を体験し得ない。それを知りうるのは転生者たるこの私だけの特権だ。
The darkness writhing around Arquade grows more pronounced. I have to stop her. Even if it means grabbing her and slapping her cheek, I have to stop her. If I don't, then...
人は未知を本能的に恐れる生物。それは超越者である神祖であろうと変わらない。しかし、いかに神秘を学ぼうと、どれほど長寿の生物がいようと、無に帰るつい。本質的な死を体験することはできない。お前たちは死を拒むことでその強大な力を得る。同時に弱さをも作り上げる。死を避ける貴様と死を受け入れた私。それがアルクエイド・ブリュンスタットとミハイル・ロア・バルダムヨンの質の違いだ。私は今も人として人の時代に生きている。時代から外れた亡霊に過ぎぬお前に私を罰する権利はない。
A crisp sound cuts through the hallway. The corridor's windows are being coated, overwritten by something else. Can Rowan not see it? This enormous swell of power that not even death can penetrate?
それでも私に挑むというのなら止めはしない。身をもって1000年の代償を受けるがいい。その後はそうだな。やはりこの体の目的をゆっくり果たすとしよう。
His mouth twists into a smile, a crescent moon of malice. Roa finally turns his gaze towards me. Those eyes foretell the delight he'll take in killing me, in sating the grudge of his flesh, of Shiki.
つまらない。交渉はそれで終わりか、ゲロ。
Arcwade's surroundings are transfigured, as though she were recalling the planet's way of being, its atomic structure etched deeply in its atmospheric memory.
確かに、私は堕落した。
But that doesn't matter. It isn't worthy of regret. She draws in a breath as though she were seeking to devour it.
消えろ。お前に私の指揮は殺させない。
The world shifts. Takes on an appearance I've never seen before. Even outside of her universe, my body is constricted by an intense, unseeable pressure. I can't even begin to imagine how horrifying it must be for Roa, locked in its confines.
Mate, これでは魔術が成立しない。魔力枯渇どころではない。秩序そのものが未完成だ。これではまさに。
Arcade solemnly raises her hand. My throat refuses to cooperate. Every part of me wants to scream that this is wrong. Sure, this will kill Roa. But at the same time, it'll all be over. She'll lose what little still remains inside of her. I know this too well, but I can't produce a single sound.
そうか。これが天体をなすもの。私のパンティオン。私を堕落させた原初の位置。祝福あれ、祝福あれ、祝福あれ。間違ってはいなかった。私の理論は間違ってはいなかったのだ。
The vampire, trapped within a pit of suffering, cries out in joy. And with disgust emanating from her every movement. Oh, my goodness. The woman in white expunges him like she were swatting a fly. For a second there, it looked like she trapped him in the Phantom Zone. When I opened my eyes, Roa is no more. He was distorted, severed, and finally compressed. The corridor has returned to its former reality. It seems its phantasmal state was only momentary. The passage is the same as it ever was. Only Roa's feet remain. Oh, that's not good. He's gonna regenerate then. And yet, the battle could never end so easily.
まさしく魔の王、人知未だ及ばぬ空を覆う天外よ。
The feet move. That's disturbing. A wet sound echoes to the corridor as they wade across the sea of blood. And then, a revolting process unfolds. With every step, Roa is rebuilt. Ankle, thigh, back. His other leg sprouts forth, followed by his torso, and then his arms.
が魔術の主婦だ。その見業に負けてはいない。この術者が滅びようと発動する自動映食、近年において完成の域を
This guy's got like an internal game shark in him. My voice fails to reach her. Still kneeling on the floor, Arkway can't even lift her head anymore.
無意味だ。初めから無意味だ。あなたの国、800年前から無意味だ。なぜ私にとって肉体の死など通過儀礼に過ぎず、仮にこの場でこの肉体が死滅しようと、ロアはまた人の世に帰ってくる。死、私こそ完全な不老者。私を知っている。死、あの闇を、10回とくぐり抜けたあの虚無を。危ない危ない。やはり今夜を選んでおいて正解だったな。満月でなければ足首からの蘇生などできはしない。そして姫君、お前はこの傷からは蘇生はできない。私の爪はそこにいる男と同じ能力だからな。
I can't move.
ある
I call out to her, but I'm too late. Roa, hole once more, slices through her stomach. It's effortless, like cutting a line. There's no tearing of flesh, no spilling of blood. She falls, and remains completely motionless on the cold floor.
これが死を体験した末に得た力だ。皮肉な話だが、私自身もこれの使い道は分からなかった。サンプルとして享受してくれたのは彼でね。何、コツさえつかめばどうということはない。幾度死を見てきた私にとって、物の死を読むことはそう難しくはないことだ。
Arrogantly boasting of his achievements, Roa kicks Arkway in the side. The air crackles on impact, and she's sent flying my way.
アルクエイド
I can move. The effect of her mystic eyes must have worn off. Meaning, Arkway's power is now completely spent. Shaking away the thought, I pull her into my arms. The instant I do, I'm met with a horrid revelation. Her body is unbelievably cold. What little heat remains feels like a flickering of a dying candle. I put my glasses back on out of instinctive fear. Roa is still here, right in front of us. But I don't care. All that matters to me now is saving Arkwade.
アルクエイド
I call for her. She opens her eyes slowly, as if stirred from a deep slumber.
かっこ悪いとこ見せちゃった。
She smiles at me. It's a faint smile, but a brightness that feels stitched together.
何バカなこと言ってるんだお前。どうしてこんな。
My voice can barely make a sound. I wish I had the right words. I wish I knew what to say. But something's wrong with me. I can't even think right now. Arquade's body is frigid in my arms. Horrifyingly so. If I weren't wearing my glasses, I'd undoubtedly be witnessing something even more horrifying. And I really, really don't want to see that.
どうして どうして。
All my mouth can form is a repetitive nonsense. My frustration at myself reaches a peak, and I pull Arkway close more lightly than ever before. But that won't put strength back into her veins. Not a sliver of energy remains within her. The only thing left is a contented smile on her face.
嘘だ。
This can't be happening.
どうしてこんな、どうして一人でこんなことするんだよ。俺たちは仲間だろ。協力するって、最後まで助けてやるってちゃんと言ったのに。
そっか、そういえばそうだったね。なんか忘れちゃった。
忘れるなよ、そんなこと。これじゃ俺は最低じゃないか。お前を助けるって言ったのに、ちゃんと助けるって言ったのに、ただの少しも助けてやれなかった。
そんなことないよ、シキ。私、あなたにいっぱい助けてもらったもの。だから助けてもらうのはもういいんだ。
She coughs weakly. Blood drips from the corner of her pained smile.
だからお礼にこれぐらいはしなくちゃって。ちょっと無理しちゃったけど、最後にロアから指揮を守れてよかった。
My breath catches. Arkway can no longer see. She doesn't know about her wounds, or even that Ro is still alive. Her time stopped before that. From the moment she struck that final blow, that was the end for her. Stop. Please. Stop. I can't say a word. My throat is stuck and refuses to move. But I can't bear to rouse her from her dream.
ありがとう。助かった。
I'm losing my mind. I can barely force the lie out of my throat. The color is fading from her eyes. Her body temperature is fading to nothing. I'm losing her. I'm going to lose her forever.
アルクエイド。俺の血を飲め。
That's devotion, man.
そうすれば力が戻るんだろう、お前は。
Without a second thought, I shout my wish aloud. Arkway doesn't reply. She just shakes her head faintly. So faintly, I almost miss it.
なんでまだ怖いとか言ってるのか。いいからよく聞けよ。前に言ってたよな。もしも鳥や魚に自分と同じぐらいの知性があったら食べられるかって。俺は食うぞ。食わなきゃ生きていけないからな。生きるために奪うことは自然界じゃ当たり前のことなんだろう。
That's what you told me. So why? Why are you shaking your head with such pity in your eyes?
私もしもの話って好きじゃない。
Wow. She flatly refuses me. And the words she used were my own. Damn it. You told me you liked what ifs. You said you felt like there was salvation to be found in them.
そうか。俺は好きだぞ。
Nice turnaround.
たとえ詭弁っぽくてもさ、それなりにどこか救いがあるような気が。
A salvation you can find in them, I want to say. But I can't. My throat is trembling too much. I can hardly make a sound.
そうだったね。けど今はそれよりもっと欲しいものがあるんだ。
欲しいもの。いい、何でもしてやるから言ってみろよ。
シキにね、キスしてほしい。
What the hell? Are you really okay with something so simple? I bring my lips against hers. It's neither as sweet nor as soft as it was once upon a time. All it is her cold lips pressed against mine. I kiss without warmth. But she smiles so happily, so honestly, once we're done.
よかった。憧れてたから、こういうの。
そっか。変なものに憧れてたんだな、お前。
なんだか嬉しい。たったそれだけのことなのに、すごく気持ちよかった。ずっと長く生きてきたけど、今ぐらい幸せな時間はなかったよ。
Then don't.
このまま消えてなくなってもいいかなって思えちゃった。
She softly utters those words. And with that, every bit of warmth leaves. No reply. Though her body's right there, though I still feel her softness in my embrace, I can still recall her voice clear as day. But it's gone. I won't ever hear it again. What the hell did I do? I wanted to make her happy. I wanted to show her so many things. I wanted to take her to so many places. I wanted to be together with her forever. And now that wish will never be granted. Damn it. How could she? She passed away abruptly, without giving me the chance to say anything thoughtful. I'll never be able to forget this. Her death, this awful, quiet feeling that threatens to drive me insane. For as long as I live, I will carry them with me. Footsteps. The man who's observed us has resumed his approach.
終わったかね、式。
I gently lower what remains of the pale flower in my arms.
はあ、終わっちまった。
Let's do this. I lift my head to face her enemy. We face off in this moonlit corridor. Roa doesn't move. The fact that he saw fit to simply watch in silence is proof of his revolting confidence.
しかし、生きていたのは予想の外だったよ。
Roa speaks at me as if nothing happened. I take off my glasses and draw my knife.
死が見える人間というものは死から逃れる術に長けているということか。生命力の強い弱いの問題ではなく、まあ往生際が悪いとも言うがね。
We're both living pieces of filth. We failed to die when we were supposed to, and we've been half dead since.
死から帰ってきた者は死というものを理解できる。私と君はその中でもさらに特別な能力があったケースだ。私はこの極点に到達するまで16回もの死を体験してきたが、そちらはただの一度だけか。正直才能の違いだろうな。もしその体に転生していたらどれほどの異能になったのか興味深くはある。
He's so goddamn conceited. His smug voice grates on my ears, summoning another headache.
2つ聞くことがあって、1つだけ教えてやることがある。
Despite this headache filling up my cranium, I demand one final conversation with him.
ほう、いいだろう。言ってみたまえ。
His demeanor is one of absolute confidence, of a man who considers himself every bit my superior. This whole situation amuses him, which is good. The more he acts as though he's a person, a creature with intellect and a mind, the more I remember my rage. A scornful smile graces my lips now that I no longer have to adhere to it.
1つ目に聞くことが一番大事なんだけどさ。お前、なんでアルクエイドを殺した？
なぜもあるまい。自分の命が狙われているんだ。殺し返すのは当然だろう。もっとも私が欲しかったものは弱りきった姫君ではなかったが、今回の私なら最高の状態に仕上げた彼女を解体できた。だというの、その機会は失われた。一回の吸血鬼と変わらぬ神素で手に入れても意味はない。よって価値がないと判断し始末をつけた。こんな結果に終わったのは私にとっても残念だよ。
His lips are curled into a grin. My head hurts. Every muscle in me wants to move, to stop him from breathing. I can't stand the thought of him living even a second longer.
さて、それでこの後はどうする？まさか その体で私とやり合おうという腹でもあるまい。無様な抵抗ほど冷めるものはないぞ、殺人鬼。
He's telling me what I already know. My dizziness overtakes me, and I drop to my knees. I no longer possess the strength to stand up straight, but something draws my eye.
よせよせ。いくら私の死を見たところで触れられなければ意味はないし、その繊維は間違えている。
間違えている。
そうだ。君は私の敵にはなり得ない。性能の差を言っているのではない。殺害が可能か不可能かの例えでもない。君にはある一点において私を敵にする心理が欠けている。
It's the first time his words have carried anything of value. Nothing he's ever said or will ever say was worth committing to memory. But just now, it feels like his words contained a vital truth.
私は君の能力を高く買っている。どうも指揮としての人格は消えつつあるらしい。党の指揮への恨みを晴らした以上、今の私は指揮寄りではなくロア寄りということか。
He approaches. With every footstep, it's as if the contours of his form fade away. Is it an illusion? It must be. Reality couldn't just melt away like this, so it must be my vision that's fading. Rage and loathing towards him. Rage and loathing towards myself. My emotions mix, bubble and boil, rattling the lid that just barely keeps them contained. Yes, somewhere beyond my rational thought, the cicadas' cries of summer beckon. From the hollow shell I call a self, something gushes outward, something that must not be defined.
この力は素晴らしいだろう、指揮。喜んでいい。直視の魔眼を所持できる者は私たちぐらいのものだ。その希少能力をなくしてしまうのは惜しく、何より我々は同じもの。誰よりも互いを理解できるだろう。パートナーとしてこれほど心強い者はいまい。
仲間になれと言っているのか。
まさか仲間にしてやるんだよ、この私がな。君の意志なぞ知らない。そんな不純物はここで消す。安心しろ。その血を吸い上げ魂まで略奪した後、私が君を何のためらいもなく死を行使できる存在に仕立て上げよ
The distance between us doesn't matter. As long as he's in front of me, it'll be fine. As long as I'm still alive, it'll be fine.
あと一つ。お前に見えているものは生き物だけの話だな。
That's what I figured he was gonna ask him too.
当然だろう。生物でなければ命はない。
That means he can't see the lines of death all over the walls as well. He only sees it in living things.
命の源である箇所は生き物にしかありえまい。
やっぱりガテンが言ったよ、吸血鬼。
I squeeze my knife in my hand. All of me freezes over, from my extremities to my heart. My brain knows only agony. But it isn't enough. It's not anywhere near enough. I go further. There's no cause for hesitation. The woman who would have rebuked me has already left this world.
腑に落ちんな。最後の言葉にしては不相応だ。まあいい。おしゃべりは終わりにしよう。どこぞに隠れている教会の女の始末もある。喜べよしき。私のしもべにした後の最初の相手を頼りにしているあの女だ。
That's the kind of provocation I was waiting for. I'll give him exactly what he wants. No morality, sensibility remains. I can't recall any prospects, forms. The flesh that formed my being has rotted away. That which claimed to be me is now lost. I don't know what it means to be human anymore. What? Since when can he do that? The man halts suddenly, his face frozen. His body, which has lost its basis for living, is as still as an unborn fetus.
待て。なんだこれ。
Oh, you're feeling fear now? His world is unchanged. He experiences no shortcomings. There's nothing he could have said. Nothing that could offer some threat.
なぜ私の足が震えている。
But that's the precise source of the terror in his eyes.
俺とお前が見ているものは違うよ、吸血鬼。
My body feels like it's set ablaze.
お前は命を見ているだけだ。死を理解していない。だから俺も殺せず、弱りきった女しか殺せない。
My brain is white hot.
死が見えているのなら正気でなんかいられない。お前に分かるのは物を生かしている部分だけだ。死が見えるのならとても立ってなんていられない。
It's like the surface of the moon, a wasteland of extinction. To see the death of things is to be tossed into a vague, fragile world. A world where there's no ground below, where even the sky appears frail, as if it will fall at any moment.
何のことを言っている貴様。
Roa wavers with every word. That's only fair. He can't comprehend a single thing I'm saying. There's only one explanation. Our eyes may be similar, but they're entirely distinct.
やめろ。その目で私を見るな。
Fear is mixed in with his voice. Roa summarized it so aptly before. People instinctively feared the unknown.
1秒先にも世界すべてが死んでしまいそうな錯覚をお前は知らない。それが死を見るということだ。この目は得意げに語れるものじゃない。
There was a time when I was afraid to even walk around. If it weren't for her, I would have lost my mind a long time ago.
それがお前の勘違いだ、吸血鬼。命と死は背中合わせでいるだけで永遠に顔を合わせることはないものだ。
目で私を見るなと言っている。
His footfalls close in, but his lightning speed from before is gone. The price he paid for using too much of his power on Arc Wade. In that case, there's no need to affirm my theory any further.
教えてやる。これが物を殺すということだ。
This single stab is many times cleaner. A moment later, the corridor groans in agony as it collapses beneath our feet. Roa's screams are drowned out by the cacophony of crumbling concrete. The corridor was killed, devoid of meaning and purpose, disintegrated into nothing. Caught within the passage collapse, Roa fell, crushed by the debris. Unnatural destruction. The corridor which stretched between me and the other building is the only part that collapsed, as though it was made of a different material. Ignoring the cries of my aching head and freezing body, I descend the stairs. Oh, it's about to go down now, man. That's what you get. I surveyed the scene beneath the moonlight. What was once the courtyard is now a sea of rubble. And at its very center, something disturbs the surface. He really is filth. Though I'm on the verge of collapsing, I climb the rubble. Roa's lower body is gone, erased. It doesn't even regenerate. It's as if that part of him was decreed by destiny to no longer exist. But his upper half, having dragged itself out of the rubble, is still as functional as ever. If nothing else, I have to respect his perseverance, his willingness to cling to life. The monster sloshes around in the sea of his own blood. Will he recover? It's looking like it. What a quick adaptation. If neither resurrection nor regeneration can be of service to him, he'll simply create what he needs. It's a remarkably vampiric approach. In a few minutes, I'm sure he'll have crafted an adequate replacement for his lower body. I step over the rubble towards my target. The monster looks up and stares at me. Its eyes are filled with a malice so pure, so dense, it looks ready to overflow. You're starting to sound like Gilgamesh. Its voice drifts with loathing. From its severed waist, a new lower half rapidly starts to coagulate. Almost could not say that word. The blood that covered the rubble with a thick crimson film reverses its course, flowing inward like a video on rewind.
どっちが
I mutter a response as I relax my right hand. The thing's point is little to the right of its heart. I thrust, and the blade sinks smoothly into his chest. Oh, yeah. It's like stabbing through paper. This insipid, unexceptional sensation of death. He was just like, poke. That's all I can say in response. But this man has already experienced death plenty of times, in one form or another. He knows what this sensation means better than anyone.
恐ろしくはないだろう。お前にとっては馴染んだ道だ。違うところがあるとすれば、一つだけ。
You're not coming back.
今度は帰ってこられない。
I would draw the knife and turn around.